So here we have the coordinate plane again, and we're going to look specifically at coordinate pairs. And remember, a coordinate pair is the numbers that show where the points on the coordinate plane are. And in a coordinate pair, the x-axis, this axis, is always going to be first. The way I remember it is when we think of the ABCs in the alphabet, it goes X, Y, and Z. So we know the x-axis always comes first. And remember, usually we write them inside of parentheses. And we put the X first, comma, Y second. And notice in this first quadrant, this is quadrant number 1, our coordinate pairs are going to be positive, positive, because all the numbers on the x-axis in coordinate 1 are positive. All the numbers on the y-axis in quadrant 1 are positive. So then we move over to quadrant 2, which is over here. And we are going to have x and y. Again, x always comes first, but x is actually going to be negative, because here the x-axis is all negative numbers, and then the y-axis is going to be positive. So we'd have negative x and positive y, knowing that that x-axis always comes first. So then in quadrant 3, which is here, we have coordinate pair again, and once again, x always comes first, but notice the values on the x-axis in quadrant 3 are all negative. So we are going to have a negative x, comma, and then when we look at the y-axis, those are also negative. So then we're going to have a negative y value as well. So the coordinate pair in quadrant 3 is negative x, negative y. And then for quadrant number 4, which is this last quadrant down here, we are going to have a coordinate pair again. The x always comes first. And if we look on the x-axis here, we've got positive numbers. So our x is going to be positive. And if we look at our y values over here, we've got negative y for our coordinate pair. So then let's say that we want to plot a point. Let's say maybe we are going to plot this point right here. So to get the coordinate pair, we are going to go down to the x, which is here. So we're going to have negative 3. So the coordinate pair would be negative 3, comma, and then we have to go over, you can use a line. So we went down, to the negative 3, and then we have to go over to the y-axis to get the other one. So it's going to be negative 3, maybe if we can get it in the same spot. We're going to have negative 3, comma, 1 for our coordinate pair. Because we use the line to go down to the negative 3 and over to the 1.